I've been sick for a month and my MOM won't take me to a doctor. Am I the jerk for putting my foot down? I 18F started to get what I thought was the cold or flu around the end of September. I was coughing, sneezing, and my eyes were watering. The whole works. I didn't think much of it since I normally feel a bit shitty when the seasons change, and this was right around the time everyone was getting sick. A week into October, my symptoms were getting worse. I started coughing so much to the point it would trigger my gag reflex. Then I started to have trouble keeping food down. Since I work in customer service, I had one hell of a time talking to people. Every 3 words, I would start coughing uncontrollably, and no amount of tea could help. 3 weeks in, and I start to develop a light fever. Nothing too crazy, but I wouldn't be able to sleep at night. Tossing and turning in bed would disrupt the phlegm and mucus in my throat, and I would end up coughing so much I had to spend most of the night hunched over the toilet until all the mucus came up, and I felt good enough to go back to bed. Now it's been 4 weeks. Gagging in the bathroom over the toilet is a daily occurrence. I still can't sleep properly. I am running out of breath and coughing when I am just walking to my bus stop or up a few flights of stairs. And I haven't been able to eat anything of sustainable food in 2 days. My MOM refuses to take me to see a doctor and is convinced I just have a cold. We do not have a family doctor. She will not give me my updated health card, and she will not let anyone take me to a doctor or a walk-in clinic. She has ignored me before when it came to health problems I've had, such as my esophagus being ripped open from the pure force of me throwing up for 2 weeks, and completely forgot the fact that the doctor said that if we had waited an hour, which she originally wanted to do, they would have had to shove a tube down my throat, and I would have had an infection. She has completely ignored and denied a nurse saying that I needed a knee brace when I smacked my knee so hard on a rock during a hike that it shattered the cartilage in my kneecap. She ended up slapping a compression bandage on it and complained when I was still hobbling around 2 weeks later and said I was overreacting. I had a bit of pillow fluff stuck in my ear, and it took her 3 years to take me to get it checked out and cleaned. It took her so long that both my ears developed a really bad skin infection, and I had to take a butt ton of medication and eardrops to fix it. Fun times. Tonight, I finally put my foot down and told her directly that if she didn't take me to see a doctor within this week, I am going to find a way to take myself there. She started crying, saying that how could I go against her better judgments, and asked how I could possibly believe all of my coworkers, teachers and peers who were telling me to go see a doctor over my own mother. I tried to talk over her, saying how I have been sick for almost a month and that even if it is just a cold, it wouldn't hurt to get it checked anyway. I started coughing a lot and she kept telling me to be quiet, and the reason why I am still sick is because I won't shut my damn mouth. So am I the jerk? My daughter pays her own way. Now she's the bad guy. I 50F and my husband 48M are incredibly proud of our daughter, Danica 21F. She's been financially independent since she was 15, holding down part-time jobs while staying on top of her studies. She even contributes monthly to our household expenses, despite us never asking her to. Danica treats herself occasionally. Last year, she bought a new MacBook and a Marc Jacobs tote for school and work, all with her own hard-earned money. Recently, we took a trip with my brother and his family, including his 2 kids, Tammy 20F and Nick 23M, who have never worked a day in their lives. Danica covered small things like snacks or drinks for them without complaint. During one shopping trip, she picked up a few things for herself and gifts for her friends. That night at dinner, my sister-in-law accused us of spoiling Danica. We calmly explained that everything Danica owns, she bought herself. Instead of backing down, she turned to Danica and told her to stop flaunting her wealth in front of her cousins, who did he have cushy office jobs, spoiling parents. Danica apologized quietly, though it clearly hurt her. My husband snapped and told her Danica didn't owe anyone an apology for being responsible and successful. I added that Danica earned her lifestyle through hard work, not handouts. Turns out Tammy had been sulking to her parents about not having the same things as Danica, especially that MacBook, and my sister-in-law lashed out because she didn't want to deal with her daughter's jealousy. Since then, family members have been calling us. Some sided with Danica, while others accused us of raising a show-off. But I'm done coddling other people's insecurities. Danica worked for what she has. Why should she hide that to appease entitled adults? So, are we really the bad guys here?